What's going on with your set? All these young guns.
I lost a lot to the cemetery and the penitentiary on that bridge.
Yeah, well, you might lose some more, buddy. Whoever hit these Russians, they'll come after you.
Nah.
No?
I'm making moves, Mike. Somebody ain't clad.
What moves you making?
Well, there you have it. It's one of the grittiest dramas on TV, and it is coming back. Mayor of Kingstown, season 4 picks up after an explosive finale that left fans on edge. Actor Jeremy Renner returns as Mike McCluskey, who must deal with the collapse of the Russian mob, a gang war, and a new prison warden. Oh my goodness, I'm exhausted.
Just a couple of little things. Actor Tobi Bamtefa stars as gang leader Bunny Washington, as you saw there. He's here to talk about the new season. Tobi, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
So as we hinted, there's kind of a lot going on.
Just a little.
Without giving too much away, though, what can fans expect to see in season 4?
I mean, like you said, there's a sprinkling of a lot, really. But last season ended with a massive shootout on the bridge. Everybody was impacted, and as a result, in this season, there's been a huge shift in the power dynamics. There's a new warden and new land up for grabs, so to speak. Ooh. So Bunny, my character, is trying to navigate through that and to kind of face off with what is incoming.
Well, that's when you're a gang leader and a drug dealer and there's land up for grabs in the town of Kingston. You've got a lot going on. So how has your character changed over the seasons, Tobi? And where do we find Bunny at the top of season 4? What's happening?
Well, I'm personally not a drug dealer. I just like biscuits and donuts. I'm not really.
Gotcha.
But my character is.
Yes. Well, you play one on TV.
Yeah. He's sorry. What was the question? I completely forgot.
He's like, I had to make very clear that I wasn't an actual drug dealer.
We are
That's
talking about your
hilarious.
character,
yes.
Bunny. So where do we find Bunny at the top of season 4? And with all this going on, can you give us a little behind the scenes of how he's navigating at the start of the season?
Oh yeah. So last season he expressed that he had dreams outside of Kingstown to create and expand an empire, so to speak. This season we see him navigate that and attempt that. And sort of go through the conflict within that. His reason for doing that is because of the losses that he had suffered prior to that, within that, and also him also now trying to manage what is happening inside of prison, because that has a direct bearing on the things that occur outside of it. Which has kind of been the ecosystem of Kingstown. The things that happen in prison affect what happens outside, and vice versa.
Definitely sounds like there's going to be a lot going on that we need to watch. Okay,
a little bit of drama.
What's your favorite part about sharing an on-screen relationship with Jeremy Renner's character? Tell us more about that.
Oh man, it's like it's like working with your bestie. You know what I'm saying? We play besties on the show and stuff. And outside of it, he's a really cool guy, you know. So it's fun to be able to explore the varying dynamics of the relationship between the two characters. Not only they're the few people within the story that actually understand each other and have a vision outside of what the realities of Kingstown is. And however, the positions that they play in the world that they live in often put them at odds with each other. So they're often button heads. However, because of their relationship outside of these positions, they tend to look after each other's interests and also look after each other. Do you know what I'm saying? So it makes for a really intricate and dynamic relationship. You never really know which way it's going to go, but they always have each other's best interest in mind.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
I am hoping the audience, too, realizes you're not only not a drug dealer, but you're not from Pittsburgh with that British accent. So, Tobi, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you were great. And we like the accent, so we like the breakdown of the show. Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you on there in Kingstown. Season 4 premieres Sunday, October 26th. You can stream it on Paramount+.